Hi. We begin this course by discussing legislation, so the laws that pertain to the safe operation and use of a wheel loader here in Canada. Those on the ground working around a wheel loader should always follow the 1.5 times minimum safe distance rule. This rule is that the safe distance away from a working wheel loader is at minimum 1.5 times its total length. Bucket, tilt cylinders, lift arms, lift arm cylinders, front lights, rear lights, counterweight. Now the way they fill them up with foam is they drill a hole in the middle of the tread directly opposite the valve stem. Then they fill the valve stem with foam. That foam is pulled down by gravity and then slowly works its way up as it fills up the tire until it spits out the top hole that's been drilled. At that point, they cut off the foam and they insert often a bolt right into that hole. The balance point we tip on when overloaded is our fulcrum point. Wheel loaders will typically have unequal weight on the front and rear wheels. An unloaded wheel loader has a weight distribution of 70% on the back wheels and 30% on the front wheels. This is due to the large, heavy counterweight on the back of the machine. At loaded operating capacity, a wheel loader has a weight distribution of 30% on the back and 70% on the front. This is due to the capacity load on the machine. Wheel loaders have a stability shape of a three-sided pyramid. Although a wheel loader has 4 wheels and thus 4 points of contact, the rear axle is connected to the wheel loader frame by a single pivot pin. This pivoting connection is directly in the middle of the axle and is what gives a wheel loader a triangular pyramid stability shape. Always keep in mind that the greater the amount of articulation, the less stable the machine is. As you walk up to the machine, check for any leaks on the ground. Open the engine compartment. Inspect hoses for cracks, wear spots, and leaks. Look over electrical connections and wires. Always use 3 points of contact when mounting the machine, making sure that the ladder is free from grease, oil, mud, snow, or anything slippery, and clean it immediately if it is. Now, we learned much earlier in this course how the ladder is the most dangerous thing us operators face and how it causes the most injuries. To become unstuck, use the self-extraction method to free yourself. To do this, raise your lift arms, tilt your bucket down, then lower your lift arms. There are 2 main ways to load a bucket. The first one we're going to look at is arc penetration. This is often the most common method used. As you enter the pile, slowly lift the machine's arms, followed by tilting your bucket back until full.